All right, so it's time to talk about what got niggas upset. One of these grades I'm gonna really enjoy breaking down. You. Just one of them. I'm gonna really enjoy.
Fuck you, nigga.
Man, it's been a crazy weekend. So on Friday I came up here, we did No Jumper News, and we dropped the 2024 LA Rap Report Card. Flacco, you was here, but Suspect, you wasn't here. Remo, I didn't get a chance to talk to you guys. How do you guys feel about it before we get into breaking down Suspect's F grade?
It was a lot of
This nigga hating ass nigga. This shit crazy.
You cheated in video games.
Let me get my critique. First of all, the color is terrible.
The color?
You chose a terrible color palette.
Papyrus?
That shit dirt.
Papyrus?
That's a terrible color palette.
You don't like Papyrus?
It's fucking terrible. I don't know why you chose that shit. It looked like Flacco pants. It's not appealing to the eye.
Damn.
Whatsoever.
Flacco, you got us straight.
You see,
That shit not appealing to the eye. Fuck this report card. Nah, I'm playing that shit cool, I guess.
Did you see any names on there outside of yours that you was happy was on there? And you got the hard copy next to you as well. It's just the front page. It's 3 pages.
Oh shit.
Good look at my boy.
There's 2, by the way. There's
3 pages. Yeah.
Oh, it's niggas on the back? Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's 3 pages. It's in alphabetical order this year. 60-something artists on there.
Giving Jachi an F is crazy to me.
I fuck with Jachi.
I fuck with Jachi too. Giving
Jachi's
him an F
hard.
is crazy. Giving me an F is like probably your like biggest flop of the year.
Flop? Give you an F?
I'll give you that.
Okay.
Giving me an F, your biggest flop of the year.
Some say
sure.
that's the only grade I got right.
Yeah.
Some will say that.
I think some is you, your chin, the other
Let me come over here while you say that, though. Let me get a little closer when you say these things. Let me just be...
That's a 45 next time,
Let me
bro.
sit a little closer to you.
I think the some said is him and the others involved with him.
What grade you had last time?
I think I had a
No, you had a D minus.
I had a D, so I went down.
So how he go from a D to a F?
Because I beat him in Def Jam. That's how.
That might be half a point, but the rest of the points is from me not enjoying the project you put out necessarily, and I do have some notes if you don't mind me.
Go ahead.
Going through them. So let's get into Almighty Suspect's grade real quick. The categories are impact, lyricism, cadence, flow, catalog, consistency, beat selection, music videos, branding, style, originality, and versatility. For Almighty Suspect, I gave you my front copy. You got a 5 in impact. How do you feel about that? We're gonna go great score by score. You got a 5 in impact. How do you feel about that?
I think it's very laughable.
Laughable. What would you give yourself?
Nigga 10.
You a household name?
I'm me. I'm a boy.
I wouldn't put household name on. 10 is like household name. You feel me? Selling out huge venues, big tours, that type of stuff, right? I feel like 5 in the middle is cool.
I think niggas who sold out these things ran off with my whole shit. So, I think my impact is very big. It's niggas right here, right now, who still rap just like me.
Okay.
I think I shaped a lot of the way that niggas rap here now, so I think that's a huge impact.
I think that's how we got to the 5 was the influence. We got to the 5 with you being influential. I give you that. I think that's how we got the 5. So lyricism being a 7, how you feel about that? 7 out of 10.
I think it's all your opinion.
I'm asking you, where would you put
I think it's all your opinion. I think I should get an A, and I think everything is your opinion. I
want you to grade yourself honestly.
Best opinion,
I don't need you to think I have the best opinions. I'm asking you, where would you put yourself? I have you at a 7.
Give me an A with everything, nigga.
You have 10s across the board?
10s across the board.
That's delusions of grandeur.
10s across the board in your opinion.
That's how you say. So this is how it feels when I say I'm skinny, huh? So this is how it feels when I be like I'm skinny and I went to say that's crazy. That's crazy.
Nigga, 10s. You're talking about something that your fat ass could go get in the gym and fix.
I ain't gonna be too more fat asses. Right the fuck now.
Fix that. I can't fix how you feel about my impact.
I don't need you to fix. I'm asking you how you feel about yours. I'm asking you how you feel about yourself. I'm giving you the opportunity to tell me how you feel about yourself.
Now I'm just talking about your critique. You said it's like you being skinny. I said you can fix that.
No,
I can't fix my grade on your paper, nigga. You can. So I don't think that got nothing to do with me. I think that's your opinion, nigga.
Here. Let's see. A 5 for like beat selection. Nah, man. Like Sus has some great beats.
Because on the last project, some of the beats sounded. So Command the Beat Better on Hired. I have Airport, Leave Silly Raps to One Take J and Little Veda. Tesla Coupe sounds too much like Scat's flow, even though I did like the sinister synths and the undertones of them. More finesse and vocal elations on Pelly. And you should have talked shit on the intro. You just let the beat play. I'd like to hear you talk some shit on that outro. You could have went harder on Too Late because that was a good one. You dropped 4 singles and an EP last year, correct? So not the most musical output. Louder vocals on Scat's flow. Say your punchline sharper. I just had a whole bunch of notes. You feel me? It's not. You feel me? It's
You
not,
gave him a 5 for dressing was crazy though. Like a 5 means he's an F dresser.
No, that's not. 10 is a Met Gala. So 10 is an artist. 10 is an artist that could be invited to the Met Gala, like on some Offset type shit or avant-garde type of shit.
Are all
That's
these
10.
people who are invited to these plays, do they not have stylists?
Yeah.
All right. Do I dress myself?
Yeah.
All right. So what
But
we
that don't
talking
fit
about?
in the box.
What we
It
talking
don't say
about,
he don't
nigga?
have. I can't put
What
he
we
don't have a
talking about?
stylist in
We're
here.
not talking about niggas with stylists. What are we talking about? I'm sus. What are we saying? And let's
talking
not
about
do
the-
that, because let's do this, nigga, because let's not realize niggas was me for Halloween, nigga, wearing baked sweaters and putting their rings on. I'm important to this motherfucking city,
Who
nigga.
say you're
Who
not
give a fuck
important?
about your opinion to this shit, nigga?
Oh,
I'm
man.
important around
A
this
lot of
bitch,
people do.
nigga.
A lot of people
I'm
do care
important
about my
to this bitch.
opinion.
I don't give a fuck about your opinion on
My
me.
shit,
Now,
my
I
shit make
personally
the
don't
city shake.
I personally don't care. Yeah, because your hating ass opinion.
Hating? Why would I hate?
You said it.
I
Your
do this-
hating ass opinion.
I'm hating?
Before the cameras came
I want
on,
y'all
what
to
did he say?
win.
What did
I
he
want
say?
y'all to win.
We knew he was hating.
I
because
want
of
y'all
what?
to win. I
Def
want people to
Jam,
say
nigga.
Almighty's in the top 5 West
Hey.
Coast rappers, and then a
Look,
year after that, I want people to say
all I'm
Almighty's in the
saying
top
is,
10 rappers
this
in
is
the
an
country.
opinionated
So
list.
excuse me for
I
wanting you
can't
guys to be
change how
better.
your opinion feels.
But don't take offense to the opinion. What I'm saying
I'm not
is,
tripping.
I want y'all to be
How
better.
can anyone not take offense to their craft? That's one. How can anyone not take offense to
No,
something that
if you
they
open
put-
up my magazine and you say, "Hey, I
look,
want to see more
and that's
crossword
cool.
puzzles," or "I want to see
That's
more of
your
this,"
opinion.
I'm not gonna
That's
trip.
your opinion.
I'm not gonna trip.
I'm not tripping about that. That's
Yeah.
your opinion, bro. That's fine.
Now,
you said you gave me my opinion on it, so I told you how I felt about it.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get your opinion on yourself. I'm trying to do like
I told you, 10s across the board, and I don't like your opinion. What else do we need to talk about?
nothing.
Now here's my rating.
Absolutely
though.
nothing.
Right now. Okay. So
Yeah.
So Impact, I do think is a 10, right? And here's why. Him and Frosty, to me, right, started a lot of this shit, right? Feel me, right? The flow, the sound, the cadence, like the SoundCloud underground wave, right?
That flow only produced one multi-platinum artist, and that's Blueface. I will give it to
I
you.
mean,
I would give it to you
yeah.
if that sound produced.
But that's big, though.
I would give it to you if that sound produced maybe 4 to 5
Yeah.
to 7 multi-platinum artists. But if a sound only produces one multi-platinum artist who isn't the best representation of
Yeah,
West
but-
Coast
yeah.
music, I cannot just say that's a 10 based off of that
And
influence
a
in
bunch
one
of
artist.
copycats too, though.
A litany,
Endless one,
a litany of it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Now, right, so look, okay, yeah. So I'll give a 10 for Impact. A 7 lyricism, like, seems pretty cool. The flow and the cadence now, yeah, you know, like
Those were some of
I'll
the notes,
say-
and I just gave you specific
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
songs
yeah.
where I feel like the flow
Yeah.
and cadences could have been
I would
done,
say definitely-
executed better,
right. So
in my opinion.
no, definitely. So a 7 for cadence, 9 for flow. The catalog, 6 is pretty cool for me. Consistency, like the last like 6 months, like he's been pretty pretty consistent.
No, I said he dropped 4 singles and an
Yeah.
EP last year. That is not consistent.
I mean, that's
I'm
decent,
looking
though.
for upcoming West Coast artists to drop at least 3 projects a year.
3 projects.
Drake-
All right,
The music game is changing. Everybody don't listen to full
that's
projects.
crazy.
You drop your singles to build up to your projects.
3, you don't
I'm
think?
just saying my opinion. Bro.
You think 3 projects a year is a lot though?
I feel like Drake just put out 3 projects within the past 12,
I
14
think
months.
comparing the nigga who,
So
who
if,
making
if
I think
well, if I can finish my statement,
I
Go
think
ahead.
you can. I think comparing a nigga who doing it all himself, comparing him to Drake, I don't even think that's like comparing a nigga who don't even put his hands on anything. All he do is go to the studio and then just kicks his feet
If
up and
the-
everything else gets
if the
done.
biggest-
For a nigga who do it all himself, like that's not
If
really
the
a
biggest
good
rapper
comparison,
in
my
the
opinion.
world is willing to feed his fans 3 projects in a year time span, then up and coming artists who people be like, who's that? Or I'm not familiar with their music. When I bring them up, because I deal with LA rap every day since I was 12 years old, I'm a practitioner of it. People say, who's that? What do they drop? What's their song? Name their song. When I'm talking about these LA rappers, I feel like they definitely could put out 3 projects or 2 projects a year if you have Drake doing it. It's no excuses. I don't want to hear about who has help, who don't have help. I run an entire magazine by myself. I don't have a staff. I don't have a team.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? If you want to make something happen, you want to make something
Yeah, I'm
happen.
sure
If
you have that kind of
if
time
you
on
want,
your hands.
if
I don't
you
just rap.
if you want to be a top 5 rapper on the West Coast or a top 10 rapper in the game, which is what I'm pushing for these artists to be
course.
one day, you have to apply that type of pressure. No excuses. and make it happen. Or you just don't want it, and that's cool too. But I want it for you. My fault for wanting that for you.
I don't think 3 projects a year is necessary.
Yeah, if you have hit records off of it, but if the project comes out and there's no hit on
3
it,
projects with no hit record still not gonna do nothing.
This is my suggestion. I feel like artists should drop an EP, a mixtape, and an album each year. It could be 4 if you count a deluxe edition to said album. But that's just somebody asked me that on my IG story yesterday. I replied to them. That's what I recommend to upcoming West Coast artists: EP, mixtape, album, maybe a deluxe edition if you feel me.
I mean, in 2024, what's the difference between an EP, an album, and
Well, EP is only like 4, 5, 6, 7 songs. True. Your mixtape can be like, it doesn't have to be as polished, you feel me, as the album, versus the album has to have a statement and mark an era. The mixtape could be more loosely based. Again, I just love the music business, so I could talk about music all day. I could talk about rollouts and putting out projects and strategies and tacticals. That type of stuff enthuses me, and I'm not gonna get upset about it because it's just like anything else, stocks, sports, whatever you into. People into video games. I'm into the music business. I've never done anything else, to be honest.
Now, I'm gonna say this though, for music videos, I definitely agree, right? Like, but as an independent artist, it's hard to have like $100,000, right?
Hell yeah.
Right. Like, so kind of like, do we fault like these artists for not having these like super big budget music videos when they are, you feel me, like, you know, like they're independent?
You got to get creative and make certain things happen. You can shoot music videos with VHS cameras and make them look super dope, and you feel me. This is LA. We're not in the middle.
VHS videos.
That was just a suggestion. We're not in the middle of America. This is LA. This is Hollywood. There's so many scenic places you can get up and go for free or for a little amount of money and make shit happen. Now, if we was in Nebraska, nobody want to see you standing in the middle of the desert all damn day. But I get what you're saying. Like, if we're out here, you can make certain shit happen.